In this video, we are going to discuss the limitations of Android Go. So, if you are considering buying an Android Go phone, then first, watch this video and then decide whether it is a good deal to use an Android Go phone or not. If you are not aware of what Android Go is, then it is lighter, or you can say a slimmed version of the Android Oreo OS. It was first launched by Google back in 2017. This OS is almost half of the size of the actual Android OS. This OS comes bundled with compressed apps, such as Google Go, YouTube Go, Gmail Go, Google Maps Go, etc. The main goal behind developing this OS is to shift the keypad phone users to Android phones. It also addresses all the users having budget issues and can't afford high-spec Android phones. The Android Go phones typically cost around 4 to 5K. So that any person can easily afford to buy Android phones. But is it really worth buying Android Go phones at this price rate when good Android phones with full features are already available in the market and at almost this price? If you will ask me about this, then my answer will be no. I mean, why anyone would go for some phone that hardly have any features? I am not saying that it is total crap, but isn't it better to buy a phone with the original Android OS with full features instead of a slimmed version of it? Well, don't take my words for it. Let's take a look at some of the limitations of Android Go. There are so many limitations on the Android Go phone that makes users think if is it worth trying this OS. First, the first one includes the draw over screen being disabled on the phone. It means you cannot use the apps that need this option to be enabled on the phone. Second, moving to the second most disappointing thing with Android Go is it claims that no apps will crash on the phone as all the apps are lightweight, but the reality is different. Instead, most of the apps crash and gets refreshed automatically. Third, on Android Go phones, you will get the max of 1 GB of RAM, but after setting up the phone you will be left by 60 to 65% storage, which is too low. Hence, you will face performance issues and also won't be able to download too many apps. Fourth, due to the slimmer version of the apps, you will miss many features of the regular app. Fifth, there are no DND shortcuts in System UI Tuner. The data saver option doesn't work with many sites and the battery drains very fast. Sixth, now, talking about its default apps, YouTube Go lacks many important and basic features, such as you can't like or dislike videos, there is no option to subscribe to your favorite channels. Also, you can watch videos on max 480p resolution. Seventh, proceeding to Google Map Go, you can't share your real-time location, won't get turn-by-turn GPS navigation, can't navigate offline, and can't report data problems. Well, there are more issues with Google Map Go. So, you see there are so many limitations with the Android Go. However, not all the functions and features of this Android version is bad. Obviously, there are merits of this OS too. But what's the point of buying a phone with so many limitations, whereas you can easily get other branded Android phones at the same price, and that is also with full features and more storage space, processor, and RAM. Now, concluding this video, I hope you enjoyed watching it and got a clear perspective of Android Go limitations over normal Android phones. If you like this video, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and share it with other Android users. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned with us.